Lol. Makeshift.
Or here will be better. Yeah, because it's near to us. Yeah, boy. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jinke Wants to Know, the podcast. I think this is the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're the 7. Yay!
Lucky number 7.
7.
Yeah.
7 and 3. We have Danny!
Hello, ring ding ding. This is Danny speaking.
Ring ding ding. Then you want to do a short introduction of yourself to the one person in the world who don't know who you are.
Well, that's quite very challenging because I don't really know who I am. Every morning I wake up. I'm just discovering myself as I move on.
Okay, I guess that's how about we go towards like your full full name perhaps, and then age, and then we go with that one.
All right.
It's like interview already.
Okay, fair enough. My real name is Daniel Farhan Shah. My friends call me Danny. Sometimes I would actually introduce myself as Danny Shada. I'm not a rapper or a star. It's just a name that I just grew into. I am turning 30 by this December. The big 3.
Hey, same.
Yes. I don't feel old. I don't feel old. I just feel like a clueless 17-year-old, always.
Clueless 17-year-old. Actually, that's a right description for it. Continue. When you say like you feel like a clueless 17 years old, why?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I haven't changed much since I was at that age. I don't really know why. I know I have accumulated some certain experience that shaped mold me the person I am. But there's some part of me just feels very insecure about myself, the decisions I've made. I am unable to actually trust myself to make the right move.
The right move
For anything. I just always dependent on other people to actually make the decision for me or give me the information I need to make the decision. That's why sometimes I feel like I'm a 17-year-old that requires people around me to hold my hand. Yeah.
Interesting. Me myself to a certain degree, I do feel like that. But as I grow older, I guess both of us are at the same age now. I guess when I grow older and I exposed to more things, I tried more things in my life, I noticed that I cannot have people guiding me or make decisions for me, because if I do that, I won't get to where I want to go, or let's say I won't try things that I want to try. Let's say saxophone, let's say getting a PC. It's actually does not make sense to the adults in my life that say.
I guess it really depends on how you word your concerns. Okay, to actually be more specific, I am prone to actually doing a lot of things that
I know. Yeah, makes
trying
sense.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like
so that's what just now your statement is like, slightly. That's why I'm confused and I want to know more.
I guess everything I do, I still have some sort of self-doubt. There are some things that I don't require other people's permission, quote-unquote permission or consent. Like when I wanted to do videography, photography, illustrations, I never actually bothered to
ask other people. Because it's your stuff, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
But when it comes to very important stuff like
adulting,
business decisions, what people might actually like in social media,
something that involves other people already, is it?
Other people, or how people actually see me.
Sorry, the last part, can you repeat that?
Or at least how people actually see me. Because I feel a bit insecure, like whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to look like a fool. So I got to make sure that whatever I do doesn't really make me foolish.
fucking perfectionist.
But
I get where you're coming from.
I know it's really vague, but you know what I mean. But the one thing that I miss doing is speech making.
Oh, like Toastmasters Day?
That's right.
Ah.
Although I did have constructive criticism and feedback in order to actually work on my craft as a public speaker. I do take things under consideration, but in the end of the day, I don't really, I wouldn't say not care 100%. I care about their opinions, but in the end, I have a mission or goal of what kind of speaker I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of taking considerations that I should actually be the speaker or any reference, I would actually be someone, I want to be myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, when you say you want to be this statement, I want to be myself, or you should be yourself, right?
Mm.
It's so fucking vague that I don't know how to explain to people. And sometimes myself is like, I think I be myself. Because if I am myself like 5-10 years ago, I won't be as confident. I won't be as like speak this fluently. I won't even approach you to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
So that to what degree is like be yourself, and what is be yourself?
If I remember back, I was told that I have my own style when it comes to speech making. Mine is very conversational instead of something very formal that most speech makers are actually aspired to be, especially in the corporate world.
Yeah.
When people join Toastmasters, they want to be a good speaker in their line of work.
Yeah.
However, what I was thinking is not so much as implementing in my line of work. It's just more of improving of my speech patterns on how I talk on a daily basis. Like how am I talking with you?
Yeah.
The way and that was actually my goal, just to actually improve myself and not exactly wanting to put in my work. Of course, it is benefited me very well for a time.
Yeah, but is it benefited the moment you mentioned that, like improve yourself,
Yes.
your speech to being more you, right? I noticed that compared to the first few times I meet you, your has gone. That's why I let you know that I know.
Thank you. I guess I'm trying to actually be or collect the pieces of my old self. I think I mentioned to you about this a few weeks ago.
Collect a piece of it. Yeah, you did mention.
Yeah. All right. Just to get a full context, my friends. Until about a few months ago, I started to realize that I'm not the same person as I used to be. And earlier in the beginning of this episode, if you can actually call it an episode, I don't really know who I am. Even back then, I don't even know who I am. But I think I had something that I couldn't see in myself at the time. Do you know the feeling that you're actually good at something, but you actually have so much self-doubt you cannot actually believe it yourself?
I think I don't know I'm good at something.
All right. Self-doubt. You have a lot of self-doubt.
Yes.
I think it's around the lines of imposter syndrome.
Perhaps.
Yeah. So back then, I felt that I have the qualities that actually make me a very creative, wonderful person, wonderfully creative person. And ever since I graduated, I thought that I could actually conquer the world. I have all the knowledge and tools at my side in order to actually prosper. Then I started working in the line that I thought I always wanted to be, which I realized that the place I was in was designed to kill dreams. I worked in television.
Hold on. You work in television, that means it's more towards the art. Not the art.
It's more like a behind the scenes. Yeah.
Oh.
So before I actually went to this place I used to work in, television station. It was every kid's dream.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I've always wanted to be involved in show business somehow.
Yeah.
However, and during those 2 years of the experience, I realized getting into show business is not really easy. Nothing is easy,
Yeah.
and you always need to have some sort of tenacity, some breasts, balls in
Yeah.
order to actually get through. However, I think I let some sort of qualities to actually help me grow over there
At that time, no.
at the time. I think it's something I have to do with my self-esteem, or maybe I just felt alienated, or I cannot relate to a lot of people around me. So I just felt very lonely. It does have an effect on my disposition about myself, my skills, and it's really difficult to actually believe in myself when all of my suggestions or ideas
Yeah.
were shut down. So it does have a
Huge impact.
huge impact on my life, and it doesn't really help. And my voice just got shut down.
Yeah. It's pretty demoralizing. If you
It's
don't.
demoralizing to the point that it actually affected my speech patterns.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So let's go back to the back. Rewind back. God damn, I'm very terrible storyteller. Before I joined
I want to
Toastmasters,
slap the shit out of you if you say you're terrible.
I'm
I'm still learning.
I'm sorry.
And then from my point of view, you are a good one. Shut the fuck up and tell your fucking
Okay,
story.
let's go through a flashback.
Yeah,
Like moments before I went to Toastmasters,
Yeah.
I've been told that I have difficulty actually communicating with people. I was told by Mirosha that her first impression of me is dead, like
Soul dead.
soul, not soul.
No.
It's just like I'm
Zombie.
zombified.
Okay.
I had a lot of yeah. And I really wanted to join Toastmasters, and my dad actually encouraged me to go, which is a big surprise because I won't say that my father doesn't really support everything I do. It's just really weird that when it comes to a club, that we are in agreement on something. Whenever, like for example, when I wanted to do videography and all that, he's always like,
You're wasting the time.
No, not that far. It's more like there's a hint of doubt,
Okay,
but
but there's still a,
yeah, there's a hint of doubt. But he never actually said I'm wasting my time and all that. He believes in the expression of art.
Oh, that's
He does. My father is an artist, but then
okay, makes sense.
he knows how to draw.
Yeah.
Then a reality hits. He worked and he neglected that, so he didn't want me to
Okay,
let
I
go of
understand.
my
Yeah.
aspirations. So back to the point. Before I suggest something, he's like, okay, go for it. But when it comes to Toastmasters, he's like, hey, you should really go. So that's very different. So I went, I checked in. I remember this guy named Victor Ong.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he's a
I
very.
think I only met him like 3 times in my life.
I was lucky to actually
Yeah.
to know him during that time.
He's kind of like a legend in our club.
Legendary eccentric man. I'm gonna say this for historical accuracy.
Yeah.
He came to me and he asked me. He told me, "Hello, welcome to Toastmasters. In here, you can be anything. Even here, you can call me anything. You may even call me asshole." And he just walked away. And my reaction was, I like this club.
It's very different from a lot of club out there because when like he's basically given a permission for you to curse him. Curse the shit out of him.
I don't think that was what I got. I think what he meant was just be yourself. That's my take, lah. But he's a very enigmatic man sometimes. So whatever it is, I don't really take anything to heart. Not that he say anything harsh. It's just that he's very enigmatic but witty,
What is animated?
mysterious.
Oh, okay.
He can be mysterious in his own way, in a
He
charming
is,
way.
he is, yes. I mean, to a person who does not know him well, only heard him from the legends, like, Victor.
Yeah.
So, it's like, yeah, he's very mysterious.
he is one of the spectators I actually aspire to be.
Oh.
Only because there was never a dull moment in his speeches or his words. He
Mhm.
managed to capture people's attention through sardonic humor.
What humor?
Sardonic meaning.
What's a sardonic?
All right. I wouldn't say dark. Where like there's some sort of humor that is brutal, but at the same time, everybody can actually relate to.
So
And-
it's kind of like it's real enough for you to to like, oh, I get it.
Oh, I get it. You know, like it just shows that sometimes reality hits, but there is a time to actually laugh about it.
That's actually quite hard. You have to know, you have to experience life enough for you to come up with
Yes.
that kind of joke. So I can say that this guy is a wise person in order to like articulate that kind of things out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really in more high regard now.
It's something I actually aspire to be.
Mhm.
After a few runs in Toastmasters, I learned how to not do any speech practice. I'm doing it right now, my God. I learned not to do any speech practice. I was really proud of myself, and people put me as a prime example of what Toastmasters can actually bring you.
Mhm.
In fact, I became when I was the vice president of membership. I was the guy who brought on a lot of people into Toastmasters, which is very ironic. When people look at me, when people look at me, they think that I'm some sort of creep who, does drugs and all that. Like nobody would actually walk in a dark alley with me, basically.
I want to talk about that later. It's like your because. Okay, sorry. Let's continue.
I'm just reliving the glory days, I suppose. I guess sometimes we have to just to remember our foundations. So I guess I'm just doing it through this podcast. I was on a roll when it comes to recruiting people. I don't really know how I did it. I think it's just the way I carry myself. I had confidence, and I guess I have a way with people.
I mean, everyone have their way, but yeah, I get
A
it.
positive way with people.
Yeah.
Even if I seem like this, but I'm able to actually communicate ideas properly. Like I thought I could actually do sales,
You thought you can actually do sales?
meaning or marketing, just
Yeah.
because I know actually talk about a certain product. Like how I was thinking that the Toastmaster service was from a product and sort of how it is beneficial for other people, especially for university students who had difficulty communicating with each other. So, my favorite moment was Anna.
Anna.
Yeah, when she wanted to join Toastmasters, right? And she asked about Toastmasters through Messenger, and my initial reaction was, "So you want to join the Toastmasters Familia?"
I could totally picture you doing that.
Yeah. I was just being cheeky, lah.
You are.
So I just all I did was like give her the details and give the fee, give her the forms and all, give the fee, and there she is, and then we become best buds sometime months after that. So it wasn't the reason why I put Toastmasters at a high self-esteem, because it was encapsulated the positive aspects about my university life. Honestly, the rest of my university life, more particularly my course, I didn't really get much from that. And in fact, I only used 10% of what I've learned into my work life.
Which makes sense.
Yes, and so it wasn't the classes, it was just Toastmasters, and it was the source of my finest moments. My social life, I get to be myself without being judged, and I had a chance to speak out, voice out, to be more than just this guy who likes to wear black all the time. And I made a lot of close friends there. You, Ethan, Anna, Winnie, The list goes on.
Hmm.
Michelle, even Jaren, and he's a bastard. In a
Do I know Jaren?
big Chinese dude.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know his name, but I remember
No,
his
no, he's not a bastard. Like he's just we just have the dynamic lah. Yeah,
I didn't see him
he's
for a
he's a
long
nice
time.
guy.
Though. I didn't see him for a long time.
We were supposed to meet each other, but then the COVID hit, so it's
Oh.
difficult to actually meet each other for a time.
Mhm.
Yeah. So now we're heading to a recovery stage, if I'm not mistaken. I really hope to actually gather everybody in the same space.
We are meeting each other now. I mean, of course, with lesser people, like 2-3 people.
Yeah.
I guess it's okay. Still okay.
I would like to see them in the same space because I think I usually see them as my extended family more than
Yeah.
So
Okay, let's go on. I want to bring this up already. So what's with your whole black outfit?
I used to weigh 110 kg. So as I was
So it's like me right now.
Huh?
It's like me right now, the size.
I was bigger.
So I'm 110.
I think you just don't look big.
I don't know. Big. It's a lot of people's like who work out and all. They say like you 110. What the fuck?
I don't know, because you work out, you got weights, you probably
I
muscle.
rarely do weights now. It's my brothers.
You lie.
It's my brothers who do all those stuff.
Okay.
So the only workout that I do is I walk the whole my whole area.
All right. Well, all right. So
then, okay.
I think the reason why I say bigger because I was only 14.
Oh shit!
Yes.
14 and 100. Oh, that.
So that's
Okay,
why.
okay,
so
okay,
you know, if to actually be 110 at a very young age, it's kind of trumps the size line. So
yeah. Basically, 14 is you're stopping your growth spur already, right? It's not shut.
It's not a growth spurt. It's just as I wanted to lose weight because I was trying to get the attention of a girl.
Very, very common.
Yeah, it was very common.
Understandable.
And she had a goth face. So, god damn. And as I gradually started losing weight, I realized that I can actually start wearing different kind of clothes. My clothes were limited to grandpa at the grandpa session. By the way, I couldn't wear jeans.
Why?
I had a huge ass.
So that's before you lose weight, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So as I gradually started to lose weight, I started experimenting, with the different types of clothes, and I started to realize that wearing black makes me look slimmer. Yeah. So I was still like halfway there, or at least 7%. I couldn't wait, so I just wanted to look extremely. And then I started messing up my hair, and then when I got to the size that I wanted, I started to have a Tim Burton face.
Okay.
Remember this movie, Edward Scissorhands?
No, sorry. No.
All right. Nightmare Before Christmas.
I think you better not use the reference of movie because I'm not cultured as
Okay. Basically, this artist is very. I think some of the listeners would actually know what I'm talking about. He has a certain style that resonated with me. It's very weird, gothic, but whimsical at the same time. So I felt that I could actually relate to that. So then after a while, I realized that the black became my identity. It's really hard to grow out of it. Like, even though I'm not trying to be sad, I'm trying to be the best person I can be, like trying to be more positive.
Yeah.
But I cannot get away from the black. I don't know whether it's an artist thing or it's because it's just part of my identity. It's been so long. I've been wearing black for so long. It's been part of my identity, to the point that I would label it as my uniform. You
can say that.
Yeah. Like some sort of like superhero super suit. Yeah. I'm a kid at heart, always, and I used to pretend that the black hoodie, whatever I'm wearing, is my costume.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's so cool.
it's like my superhero identity. Like I'm always my superhero identity. It's my only identity, and I cannot help but actually be part of a series of what the F moments in this outfit as well.
Sorry, I don't follow. Can you explain that?
Well, I've been prone to scenarios that you only see in movies.
Which is
Where do I start?
okay, sorry. Let me understand first. You were saying that you're prone to a lot of what the fucks.
Yes.
Like unbelievable shits that happens should be happening in movie only.
That's right.
But it happens on you.
Yes.
Okay. That explains. Continue.
Yeah.
So give me one example. It's like, that you can share. Hold on. That you can share.
I really cannot. I just. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to get even. I'm trying to avoid politics over here. That's how it is. Well, most of them were actually girl related.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So is it okay for you to share it? Yeah.
I think it is, but I just don't want to seem like I'm sort of a Casanova. Like, oh, this all the girls that actually I date are actually fucked up. It's not that.
Well, you I mean, if you want to put it that way, you can't stop anyone from judging you like, oh, this guy is a fucking Casanova. But just
all right.
Let's go with it.
Okay, like just for example.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to story like how I hurt my leg, right?
Yes.
Right. I told people that I hurt my leg, because of like some sort of parkour accident. Okay,
Yeah.
of course I did have a parkour accident
Yeah.
by doing backflip and hit my kids, but that was it. I just tell people because it's like overworking my workouts and
Yeah.
all that, then it broke my cartilage. Although a lot of that contributed to it, but the last hit was kind of a funny story actually. I was out, trying to party. I met a girl. I don't even know what her race was, right? And she's actually willing to take me to her place. This sort of thing I never thought would actually happen. And then her house was really huge. Huge to the point that they have like some sort of like a family crest engraved on the house. That's the second time I've seen that actually happen. Second time, by the way. I went in, and during that time, I think a few days before, I decided to actually do some research on the Altantuya case for some reason. And I started to look at some of the photos on the walls that her father might be somebody very important. Shaking hands with the people who's actually involved with the Altantuya case, I think I got paranoid, right? I was under the impression that nobody was home or coming home during that hour. Then I heard a car. While I was waiting in a room, I heard a car, and I heard that she was actually talking to her father, and I started to have this weird, fantasies that I'm going to, get assassinated or something. So I decided to climb out of the window.
Okay.
There was a guard dog over here, but instead of barking at me like I'm some sort of intruder, but it's actually staring at me and running at a particular spot at a circle, right? Like on grass. Like, what is he trying to tell me? Like, is he trying to tell me to, jump?
It's okay to jump.
Yeah. And then I just I wasn't even wearing my shoes, man.
Oh, yeah.
I did parkour landings before, but during that high, my mistake was, okay, what I'm supposed to do, I was supposed to land up both my feet, but then I landed on my right one. Yeah, first I felt the hit, but when you're adrenaline rushing, I just take my shoes and just leave and climbed out the chain, and the dog was staring at me like he's going to lose a friend, man. I'm just like, I don't even know you that well.
Like 5 seconds because I'm going into the house.
Yeah. So I made my way home, and then when I woke up, I felt pain in my leg. I'm like, ah. I called. My mom was at home. I was leaving my home at the time, but my mom was overseas, and I had no choice but to call my dad. I'm like, "Pa, can you help me? Send me to the hospital or something." He came, picked me up, and realized that going to the clinic may not solve anything.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go for X-ray. We reached the hospital. They had to take me around the wheelchair,
Makes sense.
and my father was bringing the wheelchair, and my father's like thinking,
What my son have been doing?
no. Well, more
That
like I should be in your position, like Daniel.
Which makes sense actually. Which makes sense.
And there was a picture of me like struggling to walk the stairs, and my father's like trying to.
Assist you.
It's stuff like this. I don't know whether it's because of the things happen to me or just my perspective or how we tell stuff. Yeah, but there's a lot of moments that I don't think I have time to actually share with you a lot. But that's just one of them. Yeah, like I got, and currently I'm trying to fix myself.
Okay, tell me when you say fix yourself, I actually quite
Okay.
hate the word fix yourself.
All right.
Because I don't know.
To be descriptive, to be specific.
Yes,
here,
please.
specifics. I want to fix my physical exterior. I'm not talking about just like working out. It's more of fixing my posture.
It's like a behavior. It's like I want to like constantly like be vigilant of my how I sit, how I stand, how I posture myself. Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
However, it's very difficult because my core is weak.
What? Hold on. I remember you have muscles on your tummy.
Last time,
Oh, now it's gone.
I mean, it's not as good as before. Like,
Okay.
I mean, when you start working, my
Ah.
priorities kind of shifted.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to do my best to actually fix my posture. Like I actually bought this leg support.
The leg supports help with posture.
I mean, I'm in a better mood when I walk.
You in? Oh, hold on. I don't
Okay,
know.
the pain. Okay, the injury I was telling you about.
Yeah.
The pain never went away. It's
Still there?
Yeah, it's still there. And,
Oh.
and that happened about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So the pain is still there. If I don't actually take care of myself, the pain will still be there. It will actually affect my mood as I'm actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So if people thought I look grumpy, before that, mentioned like I'm actually grumpy like constantly because it really hurts.
Mhm.
I don't know how to really emphasize the pain and to have that at a very early age is kind of huge kick in the teeth.
Yeah, I can. It's not pain enough for you to like scream, but it's like constant pain to like.
To make me feel certain.
Yeah, it's like I get it.
I miss jogging. I cannot even jog. Or
Because it's like constantly pressure.
pressure.
Okay.
I cannot even do it. Mixed martial arts.
So like, how are you gonna do? How are you gonna participate in tomorrow's?
Boxing.
So it's just purely boxing.
I mean, because I'm also trying to do some leg workouts to actually strengthen my legs.
Okay. So which are the parts that here? That is
The ankle.
the ankle. Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there no way for you to cure it?
No. There is no point to my cartilage is torn, and this. You know that when you actually chew on the leg of chicken, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The at the end, it's like some plastic thing you tend to chew. Okay, that's the joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, between
The bones.
the bones,
yeah,
right? It's supposed to.
Connect.
The thing is, it's ripped, and the bones are
grinding
against each other, and I can feel it almost every day.
There's no way to cure it. It's like they cannot add like another.
If I were to, go for surgery, they're going to have to dig in deep and fix it.
Yeah.
However, the flaw in that is that there's a possibility for nerve damage.
Oh. When is it nerve damage? Is like the towards the whole body, or
It's just over here, and it's difficult to. The fact that my ankle's the ones that actually keeping me stable, so it's just difficult to.
Yeah, it's hard to justify. Like I want to go for the surgery.
So the doctor actually warned me about this, so I got scared. So my small just do physio. The physio worked for a while, but then I got lazy.
Okay, is physio the long-term solution?
Long-term solution, but I have to be very consistent with it.
Okay, when you say consistent, like I don't know how physio is going to help with this. It's like physiotherapy, is it?
Basically strengthening the legs, like
Using
the muscles around.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just doing leg day at the gym. It's just more like calisthenics, like using resistance bands. Actually,
Yeah.
Isabella is actually trying to get me to do it, and apparently it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been at it for about 2-3 days. I feel like $1 million.
You feel like $1 million. Oh, so that's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
So now you just have to stay inconsistent.
You have to be consistent.
Yeah.
And of course, when I joined MMA with you guys, I can't do much kicks, but just more for defense.
Yeah.
And anyway, back to the point that obviously I'm fixing myself again. Like I've invested a lot of money on this ankle guard, and some back brace. My posture is
the
very
one that keeps your chest up.
Not quite, because the reason. Okay, I don't know whether that actually works, but one thing is for sure, like my back, it really hurts.
From what? From back posture?
Back posture one, and also I've been carrying a lot of heavy things as a freelancer for years, and I hunch.
Okay.
I look like Quasimodo sometimes. Yeah, I look like this guy who just walked like was just mean all the time, so it's not really good.
You look mean, but you're not. Okay, but continue.
You get what I mean, right? So that's what I'm trying to fix. I'm not giving up the black. And
I mean, you still can rock with the black. Just like I think posture. With good posture, you can change a lot of things.
Posture, how I project my mood. Sometimes how my face looks outside does not reflect on how I usually feel on the inside. Yeah.
You know, my first impression of you is exactly what you portrayed out. It's like the energy I feel from this guy is very different from what I see, basically. It's like because I feel like you're very approachable.
Yeah.
It's like very friendly. I can talk to you anytime. But your appearance is like it's shady. It's but I can't put the finger. It's not like don't approach me. It's more towards like shady, and then it's like, But because the moment you start talking, these bad impressions like suddenly like just crumble.
Thank you.
But the moment you just stop talking, it's like,
This is why speech is important.
It is.
It is. And I don't know. There's two possibilities. One, I maybe have rested bitch face. Two. Yeah. Or two, I've been playing the same role for so long that I don't know how to grow out of it. To be specific, okay, I'm gonna be specific. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Because as you said that, I'm trying to picture myself. Do I have a persona as I was a kid?
Yeah.
Because I don't recall like specifically having a persona.
Yeah.
And then as I grew up, I don't think I carry the weight of like I'm so comfortable in this persona that I have to that I need to. They're finding trouble to change from that. It's more for me. It's more towards like, there's this belief that I think that is stopping me from growing. It's like this belief of like I can always hide behind. As a child, I believe that I can always hide behind my mom and dad, and my mom and dad can settle everything in my life, so I don't have to do anything. I can just fucking work as a admin like 9 to 5 and then come back. I can just slack. But eventually, I noticed that the world is so much more bigger than I expected.
Yeah.
And then the things that I want is so much more. I can't just stay in this. There's so many things I can explore. So I just like okay, I can't stay behind my mom and dad. My mom and dad's going to die one day, and no one's going to back me up. I need to stand up for myself.
Yes.
So it's like eventually it's like the thoughts come. Then eventually I've started looking for ways to like strengthen this belief. So that's why when you say about personas, it's like I understand, but when I'm trying to seek in me, right, I don't see that I have a persona. But it's interesting.
Well, I was pretty angsty.
Explain.
Well, my parents was going through a divorce, and I had this case of unrequited love. I was on my way to actually becoming a simp.
Are you sure you're not simping already?
You're not a simp?
Yes. Are you sure you're not simping already?
No.
Oh, not there yet.
I think I was simping. I just don't know what it was.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know how to channel those emotions. So nobody taught me. And
Yes.
I guess we're still like trying to actually figure things out.
Yeah.
I was stuck in the phase for quite some time. Got into a rough crowd just to cope with it, which is not exactly a good solution.
There's one way of reaching out. You wanted to find ways, but eventually you notice that might not be a good way for you. Yeah, okay, that's good.
And when I got out of it, I got a better influence. However, when it comes to the physical aspect, it's difficult to actually go out of it. I tried to dress like everybody else, colorful and all that. I just felt that something's not right.
Does not speaks to you. It's like,
I do like wearing brown jackets, blue shirts, on occasion. But when it comes to the core of the outfit, this kind of outfit actually, feels me. Even having a messy hair feels me more than having a neat hair. I drew the conclusion that I'll never fit in a corporate setting,
which is
where
what you are in right now. I should have the same thought.
I mean, I think at this times have changed, because people just don't really care about how you look or dress. It's just more like whether you can actually do stuff now.
Yeah.
Like one of my previous bosses, although he had tattoos all over his arms, and he just leave it exposed. And we were in a corporate setting. Yeah, so I think we're moved on to the phase that they don't care about how you look.
I think that's very based on like different companies and cultures. So right?
Yeah,
it's not just like now every corporate is like it's very open to accept people who has like is very freely expressing themselves and stuff like that. I don't think all of the corporate represent that, but majority or rather people are starting to accept.
Yes.
Like people have like their own personas, their own personalities.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. It's definitely a good thing.
I met a lot of fascinating characters in my life, man. My previous job, even that, it didn't really end well, right? I don't think I'll be able to work with this, a very colorful bunch in this lifetime.
Sorry, can you repeat that? You don't think you can work with a bunch of colorful...
All right, let me rephrase.
Yes.
Okay. My previous job, I've been there for 2 years. It was very hectic, but what I do treasure my time over there is because of the team members I was actually working with. I complained about the how stressful it is and all that, but I never actually took time to appreciate about the team members I was actually having. I only started to realize only after migrating to another job.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's not so much that I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave, but everybody wanted to leave as well. Things were not going well at the workplace. Decisions were made. People want to move on for their careers. We went our separate ways. It's like the Justice League got disbanded. It was really cool to actually be part of their group. Although I wasn't really the most valuable asset, or maybe because there was self-doubt, but it was an honor to actually be part of that group because it feels like I'm actually part of the elites. We were known as the A team in the office.
18, no.
A team,
Oh, 18, okay.
yeah. And we work hard, we talk, we always seem to be in sync with each other. Although there's some ups and downs, but it's never come with each other, just external factors. So
So it's quite kind of like a very solid team synergy and like team understanding.
and even together, we just felt like characters were actually made for television. Also, like no joke. There's variety. It's not like all Malay crowd. Okay, like we have a Chinese banana, and we have another like typical Chinese, but able to communicate with us.
Yeah.
A Chindian,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but an Indian who looks
Chinese.
sorry, no, an Indian with a Chinese name.
Okay.
It was so weird. I sound like a racist, but he rocked it.
Mhm.
Like was proud of it. Like, yeah. And we had a guy who seems like he's going to be a dato someday. Like he's very smooth, knows how to diffuse the situation, creates the solutions, or know how to talk with people, has a way with people with words. I can never do that. And okay, like a rocker, a guy who a copywriter aspires to be a script writer. The list goes on, and I miss them. Yeah, they're really a wonderful bunch. So when I migrated to a different group, it's just not the same. The team I'm working with are really great, but just something is different.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you still keep in contact with them?
Yes, I saw them recently for over sushi.
Yes. I've not been getting any.
Sushi is the best, man. The best.
When you say sushi, right? It's like the first impression that comes to me is like, the makis and all. Okay, sorry. I think.
No, I'm thinking. What are you talking about? Makis.
The seaweed rolls with rice and then like cucumber. That's my first impression of sushi.
But first impression is sashimi, yo.
Yeah, and then the second things that comes, I think it's because the television that shows sushi, right? It's not the sashimi. It's not the rice and then with the thing. It's what I can see. Maybe I watch too much American TV.
Yeah,
I'm very sure that they only show like the maki thingy.
I watch a lot of anime. The sashimi is always.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So, yeah, we went to sushi. We share stories. I mean, it was a good thing that we left.
Sorry.
It was a good thing that we left the company that we were working in.
Okay.
Yeah, but of course, it just dawned on me, right? Everywhere I go, I don't think I'll be actually satisfied with my job.
Is it a good thing?
Actually, I think it's a good and bad. Okay, if it's good, it means that I aspire to actually be more than my position. But the bad side of it is that having a negative attitude about your job will ultimately be my downfall. Isabella taught me about it. I wanted to leave my current job because things were not going well. But then she said, if you're not going to be satisfied here, you're not going to be satisfied everywhere else. So I wonder, is it because of the job or is it because of my attitude towards it? Big difference. I want to say it's a little bit of both, mainly because I want more in life, but truth is I don't think I actually earned my place in wanting to be where I want to be.
Explain.
Well,
okay. Let me use my explanation. What I get from your statement is like I feel like I can be this person, but I did not earn I did not build my character enough to reach there yet.
That's right.
Okay. That's very weird. For me.
I mean, you're spot on. You nailed it.
But I think I get the meaning because You are capable person from my point of
Thank
view.
you.
Okay, and for you to say that, it's more towards like I don't fully see, or I don't have much confidence in my ability to reach that standard that I believe that I have. Can I put it this way?
In a way.
In a way.
I think it's two. One, there's a lot of the certain industries that I have to learn from. Like I need to okay, say I want to get into a certain industry like I want, right?
Sorry, what industry?
Say filmmaking,
filmmaking,
for example,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But then there's a way to actually communicate things to other people. So, or there's some parts of the business that I actually need to know about, or I need to way to make people agree with me, like
let have them buy in so they can start doing something.
that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like I haven't actually earned enough stats to do that. You know,
fucking RPG game.
you know. I mean, life is a game, man.
Yeah,
Okay, like my stats are not actually like my skill. Say like my skill is leveled up, but my charisma sucks.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
Look, okay, look, you can have skill, you can be talented, but it's a matter of like presenting yourself or how to actually convey things to other people to actually get you on their side. That's a different thing altogether.
Actually true.
Yeah. Like for example, let's say you could be a talented singer.
Yeah.
But you cannot sell yourself. Maybe you don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
You need other people to actually help you get your set up. Okay, to actually understand the mechanics, right? Being a singer is one thing, but it's not enough. Like you need to know how to
you know how to manage manage like talk business. You need to know how to progress your song, produce a song and stuff like that.
Okay, maybe a singer is not the best example. Well, to be fair, you cannot do things. In the end of the day, let's say you want to start a business, you cannot. You have know-how and all that.
Yeah.
But you cannot do things alone. Yeah, you cannot. So you need to get other people to actually be on your side in order to actually make your goals a reality. Yeah. Like this thing I want to set up to do, I'm not gonna actually express it. You know what it is. I just don't want to jinx it.
Do you think about talking? Okay, I have this not theory, but I have this feeling that it happens to me multiple times. The moment I say I want to do something to people openly, the more I can't achieve it. I have a feeling. And but I think I should. I think I should only share my dreams or my goals to a certain type of people, to a certain people that may be close in my life, that they really root for my what's it?
Your ambitions.
Yeah, that can contribute. Because I feel like I saw this quote, or rather this quote suddenly came out to me saying that if you have a goal or you have a dream, don't tell to people, keep it to yourself. Because if you share to them, they don't have the same view as you, and then they'll keep on that hit you down or like pour cold water. So that it's like, you can't do that, some shit like that, and it's very demoralizing.
You know what? I think you have a point. So I think I just need the balls to actually express what I really want to do. The truth is that I'm actually very scared to admit what I really want to do.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
I'm just embarrassed by wanting more than what I have right now. Do you know the feeling?
Is that bad?
It's not bad, but it's just that I just have this. I just feel embarrassed of that. Okay, for example, right? It's like this. I've always wanted to do content.
Yeah.
Like do what people are doing.
Slap the shit out of you because of saying that.
It's
you have
true.
the fucking talent, you have the everything, and then you're not doing anything.
That's right.
Yeah, sorry. Please continue.
I am shy. I'm scared of looking like a fool when I do it.
Okay.
That's why I hesitated. Thank you. I hesitated doing it.
Okay. So basically, can I use one word to express it? A perfectionist?
Yes.
And perfectionist has of course has a good side and a drawback as well. Like every personality out there.
Hmm.
Are you are a planner? Are you a planner?
Yes.
Hold on, can I know your personality? For like, do you have the not DISC? For me it's ENFP. Yeah. ENFP. Have you done the 16 personality test?
I believe it's something to do with the anxiety. There is.
I didn't know about
yeah,
this. I thought you were joking.
I'm not. No, my anxiety is. I have severe anxiety and ADHD. Is through the roof. It's difficult for me to do things.
Okay.
Yeah. I get worried about the little things and to the fact that it hinders my progress into doing things. Like one moment I'm interested to do this thing, and halfway through I just don't.
I understand that because I had that. I experienced that phase. Even now, I think I still do, but I think I somehow manage my own expectation.
Yeah.
And just do it anyway. I mean that's for me.
Well, I envy you, to be honest.
Thank you.
Okay, then in a good way, lah. What I mean is, I actually admired you.
Yeah.
You do things without, okay, you do give like a few second thoughts, right? But the thing is, you do it anyways. You try to do like the back flips. You do the front flips or somersault. You do kendo. You're trying to do gaming, streaming, cosplay to boot. I think you and I are kind of like in a lot of ways. Yeah. You and I like to do a lot of things. We're just curious about this particular thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want to try something. It's not so much of like, oh, I want to do this because I'm trying to get in bank. Like, no, I'm just doing it because I'm just curious.
I have genuine interest in this particular thing. That's why I started two things.
Yes.
I think both we are very similar at that category.
Yeah. You even play ukulele.
Yeah, I started doing
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thing is, and you actually express about it in public. You have a very strong, I don't know, you have a strong security about yourself. Me,
Hold on. To just get on that, thank you so much for looking for saying that.
Yeah.
Because that shows outwardly how you feel towards my behavior that when I do that. Actually, internally when I was playing ukulele in the meetings in the university foyer, right?
yeah.
I was scared shitless.
But
I do it anyway. Though.
it takes a lot of willpower to do it anyways. I mean, what do you think? Performers get paid a lot to actually do what they do.
Yeah,
right?
makes sense.
Yeah. Not in Malaysia,
Malaysia, don't get me talking about. Actually, let's talk about it anyway. Malaysian, I always had this not really conversation, but what's this thing called? This picture saying that Malaysians don't appreciate their artists. Like the music industry, the gaming industry, the music industry and gaming industry does not get enough love in Malaysia. I think that's a more general way to put it.
Yes, that's true.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah. I really don't know what is it about. I think it's because we've already grew up, consuming a lot of Western media, and then when we try to actually get into Malaysian songs, there's some really good. However, they were like a rehash on certain concepts that has already been done before. Okay, to be specific, they just sound the same.
Well, sorry, I don't follow. When you say they sound the same, it's what sound the same?
All right, I think I shouldn't really talk about this because I may not actually be familiar with the music industry a lot. Because I don't think I have the right.
Okay.
Somebody I know would. But
who is that? I want to bring him in or her in.
Her.
Okay.
Effie. I'll give you a name, and then I'll just bring her into and introduce you someday.
Yeah, maybe that.
Yeah, one day lah.
Mm.
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah.
She's like my sister from college.
Oh, I mean the
Before Sunway.
okay.
I had a life before Sunway lah.
What do you mean you have a life? So I go to somewhere don't have life anymore.
I mean,
It's like
she was a part of my past lah.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's a close person. to
Yeah.
you. Mhm.
So whatever it is her story lah. But anyways, when we talk about the art industry, I don't know. I just feel that not many Malaysian artists actually capture my attention. Yeah. It's not about.
Is there a reason for that?
I don't really know. It's not blind arrogance, but say there are some that capture my attention, but I forgot his name, but it's from the movie called Adnan Sempit.
Maybe we can search it out.
Anybody will listen to this. Okay, watch the movie when you have to. It's a rare gem, and when people think about the Malaysian film industry, they always like to put Yasmin Ahmad on a pedestal. Are you familiar with Yasmin Ahmad? Her movies involved topics that were considered taboo in Malaysian society.
Oh.
The first of movies, or at least the ones that made her famous in the industry, is called Sepet.
Sepet?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Sepet is about.
Is that Mata Sepet?
That's the reference.
That's the reference.
Yeah. It's about interracial romance between a Malay girl and a Chinese boy.
Isn't that normal in Malaysia? But for movies, for the movie industry, is not, is it?
I mean, a lot of movies like to portray couples that strictly same race and all that. So.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
And the topic was not sugar-coated.
Oh.
Yes.
She's that bold to.
It was that bold.
that's good.
Like the difference, these two people, they
Yeah.
genuinely love each other, but they're from two different worlds.
Mhm.
The Malay girl is from a privileged background,
Mhm.
whereas the Chinese boy is living in a very greedy neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's a huge difference between the two.
Mhm.
For some reason, they just clicked.
Some whatever reason, yeah.
Yeah, so it was just one of the wonderful things that I've seen in Malaysian cinema, because it was what I felt that was truly Malaysian, not like what is been portrayed, in
Yeah.
modern Malaysian, because they're trying to sugarcoat things. So,
Yeah.
I think I know why, because Malaysian movies are not completely honest.
Sorry?
A lot of Malaysian movies are not completely honest with who we are as Malaysians.
That's a. That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense to me. No,
Mhm.
that makes sense to me. It's like every time I see a movie, especially from not mad. I don't think I would give a chance Malaysian movie a chance. I did not really spend my time to watch any Malaysian movie. Maybe I should.
Well, you should. Pascal is a good one.
And maybe you can give me a list so that I can maybe watch it.
I will.
Yes, please.
Watch when on your own free time, because you're gonna enjoy it. Oh.
No.
I loved movies.
Yeah, I'm aware. It's just I was not exposed to appreciating movies and music since I was a kid. So music maybe, but movies no.
Movies are basically my religion. Yeah. Back to the topic of Malaysian movies, right? Like, if I have to compare with like Western movies or European movies, right? Or at least the ones I watch are very honest about what the world truly is. Yeah. I mean,
they don't shy away. They don't maybe sugarcoat a bit, but not the whole idea or picture behind it.
I mean, Americans take a jab at themselves, like how screwed up their country truly is. Here, the UK is not. Would actually do the same. Whereas even Indonesian movies actually took a jab at themselves also.
Oh, is it?
When it comes to Malaysia, rarely. yeah, they're just trying. There is a reason why, but I don't dare to actually say why lah, because I don't want to ruin this conversation.
That's my goodness.
But one thing's for sure that is why that Malaysian movies have difficulty prospering.
Hold on. Is it now? You wanna ask what she? Are you okay?
Like I'm back.
Is it? Is it?
I think I brought it out. I just-
You
What?
wanna go down and have a look? I'm back.
No, I'll go with you.
Okay. Okay.
I think she brought it.
Hold on now. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, it's not. Okay, sorry. Yes, that's fine.
So
Where are we?
yeah, we talk about the honesty about the film
Yeah.
of the entertainment industry.
Mhm.
Yeah, so when I look at Malaysian shows, the shows that I was actually involved in, it was not the Malaysia that I grew up,
It's a
being a part of.
fabricated.
Yeah.
It's a
Or at least I just cannot relate to the Malaysia that's projected into the television
okay.
screen.
When you say the Malaysian that projected in the television, because for a person who rarely watch Malaysian or never, okay, I would say never watch any Malaysian movies or films, right? How would you describe?
Well, the center of attention is about Malays in general.
Okay.
And the concern is about falling in love and
So it's like constantly repeated of the same
the
kind
same
of
formula all over again. We're going the realms of television now, but when it comes to movies, is about the same,
Mhm.
and then a lot of religious identity is also implemented into it.
religious identity.
Yeah. As a Muslim.
Okay.
Yeah. So the formula is a bit repetitive. I mean, I've heard about the same thing over and over again. I also get tired of Malaysia's obsession with horror movies.
Horror movies.
Yeah, and not even good ones.
Malaysian horror movies.
Yeah.
Do we have it?
We have a lot.
Do we have it? I have no idea.
You didn't know. Okay, so Malays have this obsession with horror movies, or at least local horror movies.
Okay, now when you mention it, I started a picture like the years back then. Maybe I saw a few advertisement on
Yeah.
this, but yeah,
Mm.
there are not perhaps a few. And then one is like they said based on the real story, this girl behaved and then become ghost and then become haunted and stuff like that.
So yeah, so they're obsessed with that concept. It's been repeated all over again. So I just got to sick of it.
Mhm.
I thought being part of where my previous job, that I actually tried to break the cycle,
Mhm.
but I failed.
You were trying to break the cycle of the whole
The-
industry.
Yeah,
Of course, it's gonna be fucking hard. They've been using this for years, perhaps. No, it's not even decade. Years.
a lot lah. It's been
Is it decade already?
no years, man.
Years.
Yeah, the decades, the 2 decades. In fact, the last good movie I've seen that tries to do something different was this movie called Pisau Cuko or
Mhm.
Kill.
Mhm.
Like I said, I actually give you a list lah.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So I wanted to be a part of that side of the film industry a lot, but I just feel that I was close.
You were close.
In 2017,
Mhm.
I got a conversation with Mama Khalid. He's one of the most renowned directors
Mhm.
in Malaysia, and I had a chat with him. I didn't know who he was.
Back then.
I talked to him about movies. He was actually fond of how I was actually talking about them. How I described them, what was the problem with the industry, and the fact that I wasn't really shy to talk about it.
Mhm.
I think I may have insulted. I was afraid I was insulted with it, but he didn't mind because I think some of his works was okay. I'm not gonna talk about it, like, but I think I insulted him. But the thing is, I think
You didn't even know it's that person. Is it?
he didn't care. I think
Okay.
I think he just realized that he was talking to somebody who genuinely wants to talk to him not because he was.
Oh yeah. Okay. I get what you mean. So
So-
because if you're already famous, people always like wanted to. There's a certain objective of wanting to talk to you. It's like I don't want to butter you up just so I can get something out of you.
yeah,
Like there's always a deep, very. The intention is not to, not for you. It's for me. It's like I talk to you.
I talked to you because okay, you seem like a cool dude, and
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
and he was friends with my uncle.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
No,
Okay.
no, but the thing is, I didn't even know
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was. Like, I'm just like talking to him, and I'm like, is that a what do you call it, a film award? And then I'm just like, oh shit, you know. I can't believe I'm like, oh my god. And then he told me that my knowledge of the movies was kind of refreshing for him, that he wanted to sponsor me
Mhm.
for New York film school.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is, I regretted not taking up the offer.
What?
I thought I wasn't worthy.
Come on! Oh my goodness. Yeah, but this
Also, part of me just
so
wanted
this
to.
one of your largest regret.
So yeah, because I regretted not taking up the offer,
Mhm.
my mom kind of put it on my hip for years.
I mean, you can't really blame yourself for that. I mean, for now because you know how important that is for you.
Yeah.
Even back then, you already know how important, but now you were like, just take the fucking thing and just go, because you know how much that you want it.
Yeah,
Back then,
and also I was going through a lot of self doubt.
Yeah.
Plus, my situation with my mom was not really going
Mhm.
well because divorce was
Yeah.
finalizing. I would be away for 6 months.
Mhm.
I don't know what the heck is going to happen
Mhm.
between my mom and. The truth is, the thing is, I've been using that as an excuse. The truth is, I was just freaking scared to leave. That's the truth.
Mhm.
And to be away, to sense of place unfamiliar and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we're going to be treated right or so lot.
Yeah.
So that's something to actually be.
Consider.
I have every right to actually be nervous about that.
Yeah.
But of course, the experience when people found out about that, they say like, "Why didn't you take the deal or something like that?" Like, and plus, he just passed away recently this year. My condolences to his family, lah.
Mhm. Your what? Sorry, your uncle?
Now, even my uncle passed away.
Oh,
He
okay.
passed away.
Okay.
So it was not really a good time. Actually, by the time that I wanted to actually approach him, my uncle passed away.
Oh.
So who was also the director's best friend. So I don't think it was actually a good time to
Yeah.
actually talk about it. So
It kind of sucks. It's like, yeah. Actually, from my point of view, it kind of like it's kind of like a good timing to go approach him as well, because you won't know when he's gonna pass away. You won't know when you're gonna have.
he was crying, dude.
Huh?
He was crying.
He was crying.
Yeah.
Oh, not like immediately, okay? Not like fucking immediately. It's like you see him crying. It's like,
Crazy.
bro,
You're crazy.
give me
like-
your give me a.
Yeah.
But I get where you're coming
Yeah.
from.
So the timing was really awful.
Yeah.
And the fact that I was convinced that I'm not destined to actually work in the industry in that way.
Mhm.
The fact that everybody's doing content their way, but somehow they just managed to get funding or lucky to get things done. I don't know how.
When you educate me a bit, when you said funding, right? What is it needed to do a film or a movie?
Return of investment.
No, okay. Let's say we don't talk about return. Let's say we don't talk about. No, sorry. When we talk about funding, you say without investment. What do you mean?
Right. So all the movies are actually made. I mean, nobody can make the movie for free, right?
Yeah, makes
so there's
sense.
funding to actually make certain concepts or work and all that. Of course, you
So
need some.
so that it's kind of like investment to you, so that you can make this video, this movie a hit and then sell and then return of investment.
You need to actually get a source like somebody to fund your movie or studio to fund your movie.
Mhm.
So they have to make sure that the movie is popular enough to actually make sure that the return is really high.
So is this the reason why? Is this one of the reasons why the Malaysian movie is because it's successful back then? Then keep on replicate the same shit over and over.
More like back then. Okay, when I watched some movies that were actually made in the 70s, right? The topics were very open to explore.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Malay talents were allowed to drink alcohol on screen back then.
Oh wow.
I'm serious.
Damn.
So then our society has changed
Yeah.
since then. So for reasons that I don't need to bring up.
Let's not talk to that.
Yeah. So then it changed that how Malaysian audiences watch their movies, or at least have the perception of what Malaysia really is.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's why I keep saying that whatever is presented on the screen, that's not my Malaysia. Yeah, I'm not talking about Malaysia is bad and all that. It's just that like the representations of Malaysia, like my Malaysia is being not caring about what race you are,
Mhm.
just as long as you actually get along with the person, just
Mhm.
fine. Okay, like think about you and me for an example,
Mhm.
right? Or the Toastmasters class, all of us are from different backgrounds, and yet we can actually get along with
Yeah.
just fine,
Yes.
with no trouble whatsoever,
Yeah.
without worrying. Oh, you're
You're Chinese. Don't talk to me.
none of that
Yeah.
at all. Like Isabella, she's not exactly Malay, and yet I love her to pieces. And my mom was quite fond of her also.
Your mom as well?
My mother's quite fond of her also.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's a good sign.
So that sort of thing. Like I'm Malay, and just recently that I met Isabella's family, they kind of got along with me just
Oh,
fine.
that's good.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
Oh, why is that a surprise?
Yeah.
No, why is that a surprise? You were not expecting them to have be formed in you?
No, I mean, I didn't expect them to actually give me a judgy look or anything like that. I never expected that at all. I just never
Mhm.
thought that I can actually have a conversation with some of them.
Ah, okay. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
And even somebody who's not related to me at all, I actually see her as a sister.
Mm-hmm.
We know who we're talking about. Yeah.
That is so they talk.
Anna. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Then it's different. Sister. Okay.
Sister from uni.
Yes.
Yeah. Not sister from college. Yeah. I got surrogate family members, basically.
You are college sister.
College
You are
sister.
Uni sister.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm.
Mhm.
So that's how do I put this on?
Hmm?
That's my Malaysia. And my best friend, he was Chinese. I didn't care what race was he. I just get along with him just fine.
Actually, true. Not for me, right? As a small kid, as a young kid, young Chinese kid, right?
Yeah.
The environment I brought up with is actually quite negative. I didn't know it was negative because that's my world, and I was sold this idea of like Malay, Indian, bad people.
Hmm.
I think I was not aware of it. I just felt fucking weird. It's like, can't we just talk to each other and be friends?
I know, right?
Right. I mean, that's as a child, I thought of that. But the narrative from my relatives, from my even my parents, my dad and my dad and my mom. My dad is actually okay. My mom especially.
Yeah.
So it's like their narrative of like the society of Malays in general, Indian in general, other races in general are bad. So it's like I find that
Geram kan?
yeah, and I can't say anything because they must have eaten so much shit from like they must have experienced some shits in their life to have that conclusion. But I constantly say that because I have so many friends that in different ways. I have friends with in Malay, Indian, even Pakistani, wherever Taiwanese. I have friends. So I see us as humans.
Hmm.
No, and I very girl every time my mom said, like bring out a topic of those Malays are because of the what's that puasa, they congest the roads. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It doesn't really make sense.
It does not make sense. It does not make sense. And please, I have Malay friends. Please don't say that to Malays. And I love them. They are human beings as well. Chinese are equally as bad if you want to put it that way.
It's not about the race. It's just that whether you're a nasty person
Yes,
in general.
That is what I want to get to. And my mom cannot accept it. So I just eventually she will know. Like you and Isabel coming here tonight. I've been bringing a lot of I've been allowing a lot of friends to come to my house so that in a sense I want to hope to educate her. It's like actually there's a lot of good people in the world.
Yeah.
That is different races, not just Chinese surname. So in a sense that this coming to my house thing will benefit me a lot.
But it's a matter of like whether you can actually get along with everybody else just fine, right?
For me, I can. I think I always say this. I didn't consider this as my strength until past 2 years. I believe that I have the strength. I have the superpower of getting friendly to everyone. I believe I can be friends with everyone if they're willing to. If like let's say that they immediately have cast judgment on me and then don't want to be friends with me, then I understand.
Yeah.
So just okay, you don't want, then I don't force you. But I believe if I want to, I can make you fall in love with me and like me. If fall in love is a bit too powerful, but
I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, you can. The power of love, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a song. Never mind.
It is. I didn't know you're going that direction.
Yeah, Back to the Future, man. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, I think at the end of the day, for me, I try to see everyone as humans. They have their own circumstances. Like you today being fucking rude to me, you scream at me. I understand this might be not a good time for me to talk to you. It happens sometimes, right? It happens. I
do. Yeah, so, I'm guilty of that also.
Yeah, so it's like sometimes I took back then I took offense. Like, what the fuck you want to scream at me? What did I do? And then I put the blame on myself. Then eventually I started to notice that it's actually not that. it's like he or she is having a fucking terrible day. Maybe like touch wood, their parents pass away, and then she has fucking a big dab, or that he's in the verge of jumping off the building, but now he screamed at me, so he feel better. So I try to think it that way because I don't know his or her circumstances in life. Everyone has shits in their life.
That's right.
And I, in a sense, I'm glad that they voice it out rather than bottle it and then eventually. Then gone. One beautiful life gone again. So this is quite. It's very different narrative, I would say.
Well, I'm not gonna really say who, but this person I know, she would actually tell me that she doesn't really want to talk about her problems a lot because she's under the impression that everybody else has their own problems as well. She rather bottle the thing up to the point that it's actually too late, right?
Yeah.
And then
True.
So then I said, there's a point of having friends around, man, to actually tell your problems and all that, or whether you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, just tell them.
Oh, I think I want to emphasize on. Sorry, I put you on her for having friends around. I need to clarify because maybe for me, in my position, I think friends, it's very vague, the term. And for me and you, I consider you as close buddies, a buddy, but friends, very out there.
Close buddies. Yeah. Close buddies.
Yeah, buddies, so I can trust, but I have not talked and get to know them better yet. Close buddies, and then I think that's where I stop already. That's I can talk to you heart to heart. I know what you're facing, you know what I'm facing, and then we are working towards something and stuff like that.
Well.
So sorry, let me continue. And then close buddies are the ones that I would suggest you to share your sorrows, your joy, your victories to them. That's where, yeah, I would suggest that better because they will genuinely appreciate and really care for you.
Yeah.
Friends, I have no idea. I keep a very fine line, very clear line of who I consider as friends and whether they can become a buddy.
All right. My definition, my brothers and sisters, cheating.
Makes sense. Everyone have their own definition.
Yeah. Yeah, like very close. However, some people don't have the luxury of that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of unfortunate. So and with the mentality of nobody actually have time for your own problems, it's actually not really healthy.
It is not.
No. But they also come to the fact that sometimes words may not be enough to actually fix things sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So this person I'm talking about, her logic is that in the end, the only person who can actually help you is yourself. That is true.
It's true.
It's true. But of course, it's nice to actually open up about some certain things. When you're going through a lot of shit, on your own, your mind plays tricks, and
come on.
and you would actually go through like some self-inflicting trauma.
Yeah.
Worry about things that may not actually happen yet, but so on, right? So trying to impart something to your best friend or your brother or sister allows you to actually help listen to yourself and think like, hey, what am I worried about? And also help direct you that whatever you're actually feeling, granted it's true, but maybe it's nice to have a reminder that you can actually beat this thing. Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's shitty now, but please remember that you have the capability of handle the situation and let's move on.
We have a tendency to forget of our capabilities. Sometimes we rely on other people to remind us that we're not who we thought we are. We're actually more than that.
And do you know this? I've been mentioning this word for like past 2-3 of my podcast. Do you know this word in Chinese called 贵人?
No.
Okay. Direct translation is expensive people.
Okay.
But of course the meaning is not that. The meaning is the person who brings you up to the next level, be emotional, be in the career wise, be being a better person in life.
Yeah.
So throughout my life I've met a few of these 贵人, and those people help me not financially, mentally be aware that I can be a better person, better version of Jinget.
Yeah.
And that helps me like unlocks a lot of doors. Eventually, oh shit, I can do this. Oh shit, I can do that. It's like that brings me up to who I am right now.
Yeah.
And I kind of forget where I want to go with this, but
it's along the lines of like self-improvement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's the topic that we talked before?
Right. I was talking about the only person who actually can fix yourself is yourself, and then we need our friends. Okay.
So what I want to bring is sometimes you really need someone who like that this square and this person who is able to elevate you, right?
Yeah.
To remind you that you are actually they see something in me that where I might not be able to see.
Yeah.
They see like maybe I am like leader or some shit like that.
Yeah.
They see that I'm not living up to my potential, so they constantly like try to pull me out, like elevate me to the next level. That's what close buddies do to each other.
Yeah.
So that's why I said it's try not to. Sometimes being you yourself is good. When you want to execute on your stuff, please if possible do it yourself. And if you have a team that's a best that shares the same goal, same vision, do it as a team is best. But if not, do it yourself. But when you really want to wind down, when you want to get your thoughts out, find someone that you can trust, that really is there for you.
Yeah.
It's not there for them.
Hmm.
which is I think is you need time to sort out your your friends and people in your life. Lah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I have the luxury of my girlfriend trying to remind me that I have an army of friends on my side. Huh?
Yes, you have.
Yeah. So like, what the heck am I doing in my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like to think, not like to. My self doubt is actually it's through the roof, man.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend slapped my face.
Yes. I believe you can feel me slapping you all over right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
I'm aware. So I'm refraining from myself, like physically slapping you. Okay, now let's go on to the next thing I want to talk about. You said you want to create content.
Yes.
What is the content that you want to create so badly right now?
I just want to make sure that I give people a laugh.
A laugh?
Laugh.
Yeah.
When I was in college, right, when I set out to actually be a filmmaker, I wanted to make people just feel down about reality, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized, right, sure, I was talking about the portrayals of Malaysia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, sure. But there is a way to actually reveal this true face, but at the same time, just accept that, okay, it is what it is, but just have a laugh about it at the same time. That's my new goal now, basically. I don't want to be a downer, to people and all that. I just genuinely want to make people laugh.
Okay.
Granted that I'm not the most funniest person in the room, and I always seem very stoic and mellow. But my foundation, I just want to make people smile and laugh.
Which is a very good intention. But the intention is that. So how are you going to do this? What is your output? You did mention about, but you say content creation is very vague.
It's vague.
Yeah,
But-
you are aware.
Yeah, but okay, can you name an example? Okay, sure. At first, I don't want to do content of what everybody else is doing, but yet I'm compelled to do what everybody else is doing just to have fun.
That's why actually I have the same issue before I started streaming at all. Because I was like, why I want to do something that everyone has been doing? It's fucking boring. I mean that's for me. And then it's like, can I do something special? And I try to experiment some stuff, and then I do some punishments, things, donation. This is my stream stuff. A lot of different things. And eventually come back to like, it's not feasible. I can't do this for a long run. Then I get why people do the things that just follow the trend, and they enjoy it as well.
Yes.
So that's why I just like, it might be my ego speaking. So I try to tone down, and then it's like, just accept, just have fun.
Yeah. I also have the ego in me, right? Like I just want to be different from everybody else, right? But the thing is, how can I discover myself? Like, how can I learn to be different when I don't start at all?
Yeah, that's the issue. And I think that immediately when we say I want to be different from everyone else, right? I think like the first topic that we talked about, being yourself is already very different compared to other people.
Yeah.
So it's like your version of that trend, your version of that topic or something like that is still you. It's still different from other people. Make sense?
Makes sense. Also, it's something I have to do with like how I see myself in the mirror. Like I'm very secure about my appearance. I'm not talking about because of the black, because I might have body dysmorphia.
What's bad body dysmorphia?
Okay, I did mention that I used to weigh 110 kgs, right? Right. When I look in the mirror, I thought that I actually look fatter than I actually am.
Yeah.
Right. That sort of thing does not leave you not freaking easy. Right. Say it was 2017. I thought I was fat. Then years later, I started to put on weight for real because of, the COVID season, right?
Yeah.
Then when Ali showed some old pictures of me from 2017, my reaction was, holy crap, I was cute. The beginning that I wasn't fat as I thought I was, so I started to believe, what people tell me. I cannot believe when people say I'm handsome. Even when my girlfriend tells me I'm handsome, I'm just like thinking, are you okay? But then again, why is she with me in the first place? I'm not saying that she's shallow.
Bad taste in man.
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah.
Then again, Isabella pulled the same shit on me also.
What do you mean?
Meaning, when I complimented her about her appearance,
okay.
and all that, and she says she literally said to me, "I think you've lowered your standards." I'm just like, what the fuck?
Both of you have the same stupid shit, but I get it.
Yeah, but I never. Here's the difference between me and her. Although I have a self-doubt, I never actually doubted her taste.
You are more confident in her than you.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Like, because I have more confidence in other people than I do about myself.
Hmm.
It's an asset and a problem at the same time.
How is that? That's that?
Because of how I see myself, it's unable for me to grow. Like,
To grow. Yeah, okay.
right? All the things I've actually told you about,
Yeah.
you also accumulate to one thing. I still have anxiety
Yeah.
or imposter syndrome.
Mm.
Every time I look back in the past, I emphasize on, or past tense, emphasized on the negative stuff about my life or my failures, that I forgot about my wins. I had a few wins in my life. Like, I did manage to perform on stage.
Yeah.
I was taught by one of the hosts from Quickie. Have you remember it?
Come on, kid.
NTV7?
Oh, damn. Oh, serious?
Yeah.
I remember.
One of the hosts was my acting coach.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I've been coached and been still with a lot. And I had a pleasure to work with a lot of great people in the industry. So
That's a huge plus.
it's a huge plus. And the problem is my self-esteem is so bad that it just makes me forget all of that stuff. It's not good.
Yes.
And
So how is this an asset?
no. I didn't say it was an. Okay, I said how I view, my confidence in people is an asset.
Your
But
what in people?
My confidence in people
Is an asset.
is an asset. But the problem is, I have better confidence in people than I have in myself.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And the fact that I actually put a public speaker to shame
You put a public speaker to shit. What do you mean?
once I
You just smash that shit.
remember at Toastmasters you're supposed to do constructive criticisms.
Yes. Evaluation. Yeah.
I didn't know that I was critiquing one of the high members of the Toastmasters Society,
Yes. Okay.
and I just put him to shame.
Okay.
Yeah, and the most
you just speak the fact, man.
I speak the facts, but I'm supposed to be nice. But then people look at me and like, oh, shit, like I killed an owl. Right, yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that I do know my shit sometimes. I tend to forget that I actually do know my shit.
You know your shit. Come on. I mean, from as how you looked up to me, as it's the same as how I look up to you. I see what you have, and then it's like, this motherfucker has not started doing his content yet. And then and then it's like, if I have his his capabilities, his knowledge and everything, I think I
You
am.
would conquer the world by now.
Yeah, I will be in a much more better place. I wouldn't be constantly worry about my financial and everything.
Well, we come to now we're moving this topic.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's difficult to actually commit to the stuff I want to do.
Reason being.
By the time I come home from work, I'm just so goddamn tired.
Okay, try to explain your day to me. The day. Oh, what's in a day for Danny?
Well, say you're like you work in a bookshop, right? But then you're looking forward to actually exercise your creative or focus your creative energy into something like art, or music, and all that, right? No problem. But when my profession requires me to use my creativity to solve problems, by the time I come home
Mentally exhausted.
I'm mentally exhausted. So like my passion is also my day job.
Yeah.
So all that excess energy that was meant for my own personal thing is already drained and out. So it's a question of work-life balance at the moment. And one
Yeah. Because I was thinking you might put too much energy into. It's not that I'm telling you to. Yeah, I'm actually telling you to stop working so hard in your job right now.
Yeah. And I had a discussion with Isabella that in order for us to actually make this thing work, we're going to have to make a lot of sacrifice, meaning that goodbye social life, for a while. Unless that friend is going to be part of the project and all that, tapalah.
That's what I'm doing right now, right? Like content creation and all. The reason I try to incorporate as many people as possible because this is the only time I'm preparing words for things.
Yeah.
I say I'm doing a podcast, I'm playing games with friends, I'm recording.
Yes.
I'm recording my gameplay. I'm having discussion for what we are going to do next. Basically, I'm trying to maxing my time so that I can play, I can enjoy our time together, we can catch up, we still can do podcasts.
Yeah.
It's still content creation. It's not in the way that I planned.
Well, life is not exactly a straight career.
Did she mention about
She's
that?
listening. So
Naughty
girl.
Yeah, okay.
So back to the thing. I just have to make a lot of sacrifices and I have to be strong. And
You have to what? You have to be
I
strong.
have to be strong,
Okay. Instead of being strong, I would say you have to draw your lines, like know your priority and say no. I think being strong is the right word.
Yeah.
Being
So
strong is the right word.
it's just that because I don't want to seem like neglected my friends also at the same time.
You're going to neglect a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Because you have too many friends, and then sorry, I don't even know that if you have a lot of friends, but it seems like from the conversation going, you have a bunch of friends that you really held dear to, and you feel fucking bad if you don't talk to them or you
For a
don't spend
while,
time.
yeah. Like I haven't spoken to Tanis, although she's in Canada, but I try to keep in contact with her like as often as I can. I just found out that she's coming
Back.
Back to Malaysia for about a month, and I'm trying to
Reach out to her.
Like I mean, she was an annoying little shit before she left, but before we left, we started to bond and all that, and I started to think I'm gonna miss this person. So we started to stay connected after all this time. Brings me to tears. So then she's coming back, and I would like to see her. So I think I'm gonna make an exception with that. Yeah.
Okay, I've been bringing this person up a lot of times. Do you know who's Gary Vee?
Who?
Gary Vee.
No.
Okay, this might going to be an eye opener for you. He's how should I introduce him? A businessman.
Okay.
A very. He's a huge public figure now. He speaks about content creation.
Yes.
This specific thing that I want to bring, maybe I later share to you. Please remind me. How to create, how he create content, the way he create content, the way he his content deck his way of creating content, to be exact to summarize all what he done. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's one of the quote that he said. You don't specifically create content. You document your process. And for example, you wanted to be, let's say, I wanted to be a very a kendoka, a person who practices kendo for his life. I mean, like as his career. This why you call kendoka. I'm not a established kendo person yet, but I'm moving towards the direction. I document every step every day.
Good luck.
I'm not going to do that. For example,
Yeah.
so I'm documenting maybe every month, every day, for what I do, what I eat, how I do my practice. That is also considered content.
Yeah.
Are you aware of this?
Yeah.
So he's been saying that we are overthinking content.
Yeah.
I think especially to you, like this particular word, overthinking is what we do.
Yeah.
We do it for a living, literally. So overthinking is killing our results. Make sense? So like that's why it's like when we like just now when we were eating, you were eating, I was accompanying, we were talking, right? you was one who bring out that actually this is podcast material, you immediately bring out the recording, right? That is kind of like a documentation process.
Yes.
Recording a document. That's not planned. It's actually brilliant. I think you should do that more. Like you don't need to stress about what you want to do.
I learned it from the best sides. Villa has a tendency to record almost everything I do or what she does. So it's a case of a monkey see, monkey do.
Think of it this way, lah.
Like FOMO.
Sorry?
And FOMO.
Yeah, I think the FOMO is getting you here, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So what I'm thinking is like, think of it like you're recording the process of creating a content.
Yeah.
Instead of creating content itself, you're recording a process for like, today I'm meeting with Jinke, and then like so that we can maybe discuss about what we're going to do for the content. So this is kind of like a recording process for that content particularly.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the planned content that is going to be a main thing that we want to come out. But in between, yeah, a lot of mini things going on. That's also content, Can. So actually, it should not eat so much mental energy from you. But right now.
Maybe I should actually record myself, dressing up for MMA.
Yeah. That also considered content, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you can just start by.
It's just practice, just to get it.
Yeah.
I was told that I should actually do that mainly because I need to be secure with myself before I do something radical.
Sorry, I don't follow. When you need to do something for yourself.
Okay. Let me paraphrase. All right. I really had difficulty taking pictures of myself.
Yes.
So I think I have to keep recording myself in order to analyze who I really am, externally, because I always try to avoid looking in the mirrors and all. I'm making like a vampire over here. So
no wonder all black and yeah. But the only difference is like you can be in the sun, be under the sun.
Not too long.
Still.
Otherwise I itch. That's a story for another time.
Yeah, okay.
I have to be secure in my body in order to actually do all the things I want to do. Like condition my mental, okay, this is me. I'm not that bad. Even if I am, I still can improve.
Actually, this moment, the chanting, is it? Or what's that called? The self-reassured.
Yes.
Can be one of your content you did. Because
I'm just shy to talk about it.
No, you record yourself when you're talking to yourself.
I have a voice recorder, but I don't. Anyway, yeah.
I think you get my point.
Yeah.
Okay, really this way. I always read it this way. In this world, even though I'm very special, I view myself very special, but I feel like there's people in this world that's very similar situation where I am right now. Okay, and they might be not as fortunate as me to have like this clear mind, this ritual. Like I prepare myself for something somewhere. Maybe this ritual I share out to the world somehow, some way that they receive it. Yeah, so I can apply this and try to put in my life. In a sense, you are membetterkan their life.
Yeah.
So I read this way. I didn't know. I really don't know how many people I helped. Maybe zero. All I can see is zero. I don't know who I helped. But I really want to believe that I helped someone. I don't have the data. I don't track these things.
I'll let me assure you something. Actually, you're helping me out, so we can actually talk about these things. Like the last time I spoke to you, right, about wanting to pick up the broken pieces of my old self, or at least the nice pieces, right? I never actually realized it till I started talking to you and Imran. I love that guy. Yeah. So I think that's why not keeping it in is a bad idea. Sorry, keeping it in is a bad idea. It's nice to actually talk to the right people. And I wanted to say something, but I totally forgot.
Something along the line of the content creation.
I think so. Okay, like I I also need a particular goal. It's not just for content creation because I also want to be a good artist.
Oh, do tell.
Not drawing, but
The artist makes a lot of things
Yes.
for week, but
I want to go back to speech and drama classes.
what's stopping you? Time?
Money.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
So
Hold on. Okay. Is when you say speech and art, sorry, what was the class again?
speech and drama.
Speech and drama class.
I did earn.
Is there a sorry?
I did earn a diploma in speech and drama, so you could call me. Yeah, you could call me a certified drama queen. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
The,
Oh,
but it's been years. It's been 10 years ago since I actually received that, and I didn't really put it into practice as I should. The only time I put it into practice when I was at Toastmasters, so that was prospering. So when I stopped Toastmasters altogether, I lost it. It's a perishable skill if you don't.
yeah. If you don't practice it, it's gone.
So I think that would.
But do you think if you were to pick it up again, it's like you started to practice it again, will it come back?
it would be nice to. I like to learn from other people and their perspective, right? Because I also need
Mm.
to have a external point of view
Yeah.
in order to actually improve. That's
makes
also
sense.
important.
Yeah.
So I also miss.
Ladies and
those-
gentlemen, he bring down his beanie.
I have a nice full of hair.
It's
I
a
thought I was
nice
going bald for a while, man. COVID, man, so stressful. I lost my hair. It's back, baby. But
I want to slap the shit out of you. This is balding.
no,
This is balding. No, it's getting better. It's getting better. Now it's definitely getting better. But when you say you're balding, I was like, motherfucker.
I had a bald spot.
Is it?
Yeah, then it started to grow back.
Okay, so it's kind of like just a small amount of scare there. lah.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I know how you feel, man.
Yeah.
But it was, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm turning 30, and
Makes
I
sense.
started to realize that some of my friends are starting losing hair.
Uh-huh.
We don't have to mention his name, and I got nervous, and he's around my age. He started losing hair. I'm like, oh my god,
Oh dear.
is the job making me feel like this?
Actually, that might be the case.
Yeah, so it's scary.
Mhm.
Anyways, but back to the point that
Yeah.
I want to improve. I want to be the best version I can be. I want to learn more. In fact, the course I did for drama class was only about 3 months, and I think, or was it 6 months? Either way, it's not
Mhm.
enough. I need more.
Yeah.
I need to learn more, and I could actually implement what I could have learned from other people for my content.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Yeah.
So, when you said, because I asked you what's stopping you said money, right? Financially. So, is like drama class expensive?
More like I want to save up money, put it aside so I could
Just do like fully
just
focus on
fully
drama.
focus on the drama and then do my content.
Or I will suggest another thing, which what I'm trying to do right now because I don't want to work. I'm actually quite fucking tired working for people because of like there's expectation and
Yeah.
I need to adjust to them. I want to go for freelancing
As
marketer. So when I say marketer, branding, video making, content creation for people, small business. I was thinking the first person I will go for is my friend. Then I told you about the miniature, is it?
yeah,
I'll-
Warhammer.
Yeah, I want to approach him. I mean, I already approached him once, but we did not continue. I want to go there again and take action.
You can do a lot of things when it comes with minification and all that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
obviously, I don't have to explain it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if I were to do freelance, I would actually probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, if that case, you already have your solution, right?
The hard part is to
It's of course, it's not stable. It's not like every month you have the income coming in, which makes sense. That's the scary part that a lot of people are afraid. There's no stability going on.
Yeah.
So, I believe you have savings.
The money is not going to stay there forever. That's why I
Makes
need
sense.
to,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
meant to stay there. It's
Yeah.
meant to spend.
I need to sort out my financial.
Mhm.
I'm trying to my financial obligations
Mhm.
also, and I have to make sure that my mom is fine and all that,
Mhm.
right? Because we live in an Asian country where we have to support our parents now.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. So it is. I don't have the guts to actually quit my job. My job is not that bad compared to my previous one.
Yeah.
That's for sure. It's just my attitude towards it. Like some days,
Yeah.
some days you just feel like shit. You just want to throw a fit.
Mhm.
But actually, my job is not that bad. I like what I do,
Mhm.
and also, what's stopping me is the fear of not screwing up. It's just that in order for me to skyrocket, it's going to be a while.
It's gonna be what?
It's going to be a while.
I mean, is that not expected?
It is expected. That's why I
Yes.
need to be smart about it.
Yeah. I guess what I'm doing right now is actually not smart. I mean, like when
At least you have the brass balls to do it, anyways.
it does not fit well to me because I act very emotionally, I would say.
Also,
Okay, if I want to say I act very emotionally, it's actually not the truth as well because I actually thought about this. It does not fit well with my thoughts, with my direction, with my goals at all. So it's like, okay, if it's break away from my goals, I don't do it.
yeah,
So it's actually very clear cut. It's not actually emotional. Now that I think of it,
it's more like
I know what I want. Hence, if something that's not aligned, I'm not doing it.
Well, it is
Something
emotional because, like for instance, okay, if anybody in a relationship with you, people will say that you're not practical and all that, right?
Mhm.
So you're actually doing things out of emotional. If you mean that way, yeah, you are kind of emotional doing things. I'm also emotional as well.
Mhm.
I did have a thought about doing that, but then somebody knocked sense into me and say like I am where I'm supposed to be because I need the experience to know people.
No people. Oh, interesting.
Like I managed to actually keep contact with some people who could be big someday.
Mhm.
Keep in contact and all that.
Yeah.
So
I get.
yeah, to I'm not saying using friends in process, just more like you never know.
Mhm.
Yeah, you never know. It's gonna be a
But
long.
instead of that, don't you think you should work on yourself more? I mean, we are working on ourselves.
We're always working on ourselves.
Yeah, yeah,
It doesn't stop.
But it's just at the same time you are paying attention to more people.
It's a matter of like whether you want to listen or not. And I'm here to listen. And and when I said about making sacrifices earlier, I said that I wanted to try a lot of things. Right.
Yeah.
I realized I cannot do everything right now.
Yes.
So it breaks my heart to say this that I may need to put my drawing on hold
Yeah.
in order to do other stuff. Like this drawing thing, I'm not supposed to do it alone. I'm supposed to do it with another friend.
Mhm.
If you're listening to this, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to put it on hold for a while. But I promise you, I'll be back to actually work on it with you. And of course, you probably have some things going on with your life at the moment. You probably have to put it on hold as well. So no hard feelings. And I hope we get to do this content thing together as well. Yeah.
I have no idea who he's talking to, but yeah, I hope you receive the message, or maybe you want to send it to him or her later.
Her.
Okay. So, from what I understand, you have promised there's a lot of promise going on with your close friends, and then from what I heard as well, from what I understand, from what I can decipher, you have not been fulfilling any of those.
There's guilt.
Yeah.
Then the guilt is actually keeping me from sleeping well. Oh, that she. Okay, that she hurt.
I'm sorry.
Because-
I'm trying to listen to instrumental, but I'm trying to prepare a song.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. But I'm just like guilt. I heard guilt, and I'm just
Hmm?
like.
Because you are talking about he promised a lot of things to his close friends.
I'm aware.
Yeah, and then he apparently, from what I understand from the conversation, he did not delivers them.
Dad,
That
do we owe our friends anything?
no, and then that actually guilts him, make him feel
Himself.
guilty.
No,
Huh?
I just guilt myself.
Yeah, self feeling.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so for me, I was like, you. for me, it's very. I see this, and then I can immediately come up with the solution. Take fucking action.
yeah.
So
Because some of his friends have moved on already.
Yeah.
So him hanging on to that guilt is not relevant.
so okay, hear me out. If you really feel like he's guilty, do take some action. Do the things that both of you talk about, even though he or she is not there to do it. Just start it. Maybe let's say if a draft thingy, just start drawing. If it's for video recording, start the template of whatever
Yeah.
things, and then eventually action become plan, and then come out, and then maybe it's not with that person but different person, same concept, same idea, but different person.
Mm.
It's not ideal because it's not her or him, but still. And then at the end, I say this one because of you, credit to him or her, like, because of you, this thing come out.
But one thing is sure that I would like to, be consistent with the MMA also, or at least the workout lah. Yeah, because I want to be,
The very
Oh,
best.
I wanna-
Oh, sorry.
I want to be the very
Okay.
best. No one ever was. I screwed up my leg.
From falling down the balcony in her house.
But the dog though.
Adorable.
No, I mean he was supposed to be a. I'm still wondering about that dog. It was supposed to be a guard dog, but which one wanted to be my friend?
I think dog has this ability to sense like whether you're hostile or not, right?
Yeah.
I think he senses that you are not hostile at all. That's probably the case.
Like even the owner is like, he never gets along with strangers before. I'm just like,
That's a high compliment, you know?
yeah,
Yeah. To be liked by an animal. To be liked by a pet.
yeah. It's not even a pet; it's a guard dog.
Is it different than a pet?
Actually, guard dogs. Okay, like when it comes to like in rich neighborhoods, right? They don't treat.
The,
Yeah.
mm,
Well, from what I can understand, like some guard dogs are not treated like pets.
pets.
Just
You are there to do your duty to keep me safe, to keep my household safe.
yes.
Oh, so there's no like, no love, no what, no like.
I mean, there's no bond with the owner. Actually, it's just yeah.
Okay, understand.
Yeah, it looked fierce also.
But he liked you.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it was supposed to be fierce,
Yeah.
but I'm just like, huh.
I mean, take that as a compliment, man. Yeah.
I feel like was upset to see me go. So
I mean, maybe you want to go back visit and bring him on the phone or something like that. No.
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 but yeah, I want to apologize to my friends that I'm sorry that I wasn't able to actually do the things that I wanted to do
Mhm.
with you guys.
Mm.
But I gotta focus on myself, man. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, get it. I mean, we should not do things for other people.
It's not so much like doing it for other people because I wanted to do it with them. Yeah.
That changes the narrative.
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so it's just that this thing I was talking about because I've been working on it for years.
Mhm.
And I found somebody like a kindred spirit that actually sees my vision as well.
Which is very rare.
Really rare.
Very rare. No wonder you've been stuck with this
It
idea.
has guilt, and the fact that it's not because like I don't want to do it, just that like remember I said okay, my previous job requires mental energy to do creative stuff.
Yeah.
But the time that I want to do those stuff, I just don't feel like doing it. Like earlier today, I was supposed to solve a problem with content I was supposed to do for work.
Yeah.
and I didn't feel like doing the podcast for a bit.
Actually, that's the worst case scenario that I picture.
No, not because I don't want to do it with you. It's just more like
You're drained.
I'm drained.
Yeah, I'm aware.
But like I'm okay now. I need to fix my work-life balance. Hence why I say I want to put money aside so I could actually
Do things that you want, and eventually it's like, yeah, I get it.
an example of Isabella's friend. He brilliant guy. I talked to him.
Mm.
He freelanced in the entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm.
He's able to actually give like, good advice on what not to do and all that. And he left it all just so he could actually pursue his passion, real passion in music. Yeah. So a lot of people are like following the passions already, and I'm just living in fear of latching on a job to finance my life.
This is what a lot of people do, and I think you're beating yourself up a bit too much. Now I'm saying that a lot of people do the things that he's been doing, like dash out to find a job so they can have a income to sustain himself, pay the bills and all. And I said a lot of people do that, and I told him that he's been beating up himself a tad bit too much.
Yeah.
Is it a tad bit or a top bit? A top. Multiple tops.
The ocean wouldn't be enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's enough, I guess.
I can walk.
You can walk on the ocean. What?
Wait, Jesus now?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Look, I'm just no. I meant instead of just lying and myself down, I think I'm just like
that makes so much sense.
I'm just like all right, I'm heading out.
Yeah.
Close the door.
That makes so much more sense right now. Instead of walking on the ocean. Oh dear.
Speaking of which, I think I really got to chow soon because it's really late. Yeah.
We do that. I am also tired, but I really wanted to continue the conversation. But we still have to end.
We have a. I mean, you can invite me in. Another session and all that.
I think in next session I want to bring you. I think I just want to do something else rather than a podcast. Shall we do a skit?
No, really?
She's definitely up for it, no worries. Even though she said no, I'll have her say yes.
I also would like to hear her thoughts on
the skits.
No, in a podcast one day.
You do with her, lah. What you want me to do with her?
No, I mean I think.
It makes sense from a different point of view, right?
You have a way with things. You're able to actually unblock some things that I never bothered to think about in years.
I have this special power. I have no idea.
You have a power.
Yeah, Jinka has the power. So, what time is it? Oh, it's 11. It's going to be 12. You guys are fucked.
Oh yeah. So anyway, but thanks for having me over, though.
Yeah. Okay. Say bye bye to the camera.
Vaping's bad.
Vaping? What? Vaping?
Yeah, I like this clothes. I mean, I look cool and shit when I'm vaping, right? But it's not healthy.
saying that while you're vaping, right? Okay.
Don't do it.
Okay. Before we leave, because this podcast is called Chinget Wants to Know. So, do you have anything you want to you want to let the audience know?
Do not give up on the things you want to do.
Okay, fair enough. Simple, sweet. Anything you want to ask? You want to add on?
I think that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, sorry, I haven't done my thing. I read the smiles that's always on your face, love that always fill your heart, and definitely joy that comes into your life in every possible way. Chinget signing off. Bye-bye.
I try to model myself after. Whoa!
You scared the shit out of me.